a man in charge by a margin of 10 seconds from Remco Evenepoel, and of course attacks would rain down. Let us wait and see. It all came to the final circuit, as it always does. Montjuïc, 6 laps of the great circuit, each just under 8 kilometres in length, but with climbs, high-speed descents, technical corners. It had absolutely everything you could possibly want for a grand finale. Time to go racing then, 135.8 kilometres. And indeed, with the mountain at the beginning, more or less, it drew a great breakaway, and a super one we had. Ethan Hayter from Ineos Grenadiers, Carapaz and Simon Carr from Education Easy Post, Carlos Verona and Jeffrey Bouchard would have been many people's pick to be in a break. They were both up there for Movistar and AG2R. Cofidis, Jayco with Gourmet and Guillaume Martin looking for King of the Mountains points. David de la Cruz and Biscaro also there for Astana and Euskaltel. It was having a huge wearing effect on those who were in their wake, and a wake-up call for anyone that thought this day would be easy. No chance. Always dramatic. Often we get surprises. In the last 9 editions, 5 times we've had breakaway victory. Would it be the same this time by? Well, the original break was wound in one after the other. Last roll of the dice was David de la Cruz. And as the laps counted down, so did it to launch for Suno Quickstep and Remco Evenepoel. His teammates were shredded one after the other, and in the end, he knew that if he was going to help, he had to help himself. And away he went, but of course on his wheel, Primož Roglič. The pair of them shot off, and in their wake, Marc Soler. It's been the same story for much of this race. And with just under 26 kilometres to go, the arguments began. Come on, let's do some work together. No, said Primož. Not yet, anyway. The chase fully engaged by Bora Hansgrohe, but it was always going to be for minor places, because lap after lap, the gap still held. Well, as Carapaz had tried early on for EF Education Easy Post, the Ecuadorian champion tagged the Colombian champion Chavez had a dig. And so did this pair once again. Mountains points were going their way, and poor old Guillaume Martin had been in the break, was to lose the jersey, but which one of that pair would take the Mountains points necessary to win? Well, all jerseys were ultimately about to be shared between Evenepoel and Primož Roglič. We were thinking about podium places, and so were UAE Team Emirates. Marc Soler was up the road, but João Almeida was closing the gap, helped by Adam Yates. Lack of team cohesion perhaps within UAE Team Emirates. But the real story was out front, and it had been for much of the race. What a pairing this had turned out to be. And in the end, when the line beckoned, it looked not exactly a gift, but certainly even Stevens between the pair of them. 2 stage wins apiece. Remco Evenepoel takes the final stage. We waited to see if Marc Soler had indeed been caught by his own teammate, João Almeida, the Portuguese. Soler finished the day in 3rd place. His teammate João Almeida, the youngster from Portugal, on the podium. Soler, a brave 4th place, finishing in front of Mikel Landa in the overall classification. What an amazing race this turned out to be. Corbin Strong was strong for Israel Premier Tech at the last. Our champion is Primož Roglič. What a guy, what a race. And after Tirreno, he looks absolutely unbeatable. Remco Evenepoel asked if he could have expected more. He said, well, with Primož Roglič in the house, you have to be content. Evenepoel takes the final stage to make it 2 stage wins for him. He also gets the Mountains jersey and the Young Riders classification. Yes, the orange ribbons belonging to Evenepoel. No shame in that. Overall, though, Primož Roglič takes points and, of course, the GC, and a great deal of confidence going forward to the Giro.